signs. This is a reading for fire and air signs. I don't want to tire myself out. It's the beginning of the day for me, although I got up a little early. But we're going to start off with fire signs. We're going to check out air signs. If you have any placements that you'd like to think of or consider as we are in, well, the collectives I read for are your sun, your moon, your rising, but the quality looks kind of loud, doesn't it? Maybe it's too lousy. Sometimes the quality is good, sometimes the quality is bad. I switched networks. Let's see, is that a little better? That's much better, isn't it? Gee. Okay, so we're going to be going with the 2G connection. Much better. Fair enough. So if you appreciate my time, thank you. Yes, let me know, give me a thumbs up. And if you have any other placements for your sun, moon, rising, 8th house, 12th house, take a look. Thank you for the like. Take a look at your natal chart, right? We're all different. We're all more than just our sun signs. It's how our sun signs are aspected. And if you have anything relevant that you'd like to go and check out that is relating to your chart in your rising, in your moon, and if you have a little busy 8th house, 12th house energy, well, then consider those signs. Earth and water are already done, and you can find them on my channel, okay? This is going to be for fire and air. I think, right? Yeah, fire and air. Let's see. We're going to start off with Aries. That would be an Aries sun, an Aries moon, an Aries rising, Aries 8th house, Aries 12th house. Something to anticipate for Aries. I have 10 of Cups, Aries. I have a card that fell out, Aries, and I have Temperance. Finding balance, Aries, is hard to do, perhaps. Perhaps it's hard to go and, I don't know, Aries. Perhaps this is a bit stronger than it could be in your case, but I'm just going to say it. Perhaps it could be hard to find happiness. It could be hard to feel like your place in the world is appreciated and your place in the world has growth and opportunities, especially the growth and opportunities that you have already worked and labored so hard for. Aries, with 8 of Swords here, complemented by a 10 of Cups and Temperance. You know, there's difficulty in the heart. And there's difficulty in having optimism for the future of what lies ahead. Looking also too for the positive signs. There could be times too, Aries, when you're trudging along, and sometimes we just need a sign to keep on going. And when we're not getting that sign, or we're not getting the quality or the content as strong as the sign that we need, it's a little hard to go forward. Aries, this energy speaks of that. So this is like trying to go and find balance when hope is needs to be presented a bit stronger. Appreciation needs to be put a little stronger. Stability needs to be, ways to obtain stability needs to be a bit stronger. Thank you for the like. So we have Temperance with an 8 of Swords. I have Emperor, Aries energy. 3 of, well, this is asking you to have faith, Aries. Why give up now, Aries, just because things are going slow, Aries, and you're not getting the responses that you need, Aries, the support that you need, Aries. This is asking you something to anticipate for you. Do not give up hope. I don't know, Aries, in the context of divine timing, larger timing, things being delayed or happening, slowing down for a reason. But Aries, something to anticipate for you. Continue to have faith, continue to have strength. Don't allow your internal backbone to waver. Don't allow your internal gut to get soft, because things are working out for a reason, Aries. Even if you cannot see it, the success you want is coming. You know, Aries, I can also say something to anticipate for you. I don't know what kind of unpleasant or nasty situation that you're in or that you could be dealing with, and would like nothing more than for that to end. But, you know, Aries, you're in that position because you're meant to observe. You wouldn't get a chance, Aries, to see the inner workings, really understand the psychology and the motivations as much as you have right now, being in the thicket of it. There's something, Aries, that you need to go and see up close about the unpleasantness that you're dealing with. That you need to understand and recognize the types and motivations. I don't know, Aries, but this is just something that you're being forced, almost like a hand being placed on your head, Aries, and going, look, don't blink, don't close your eyes, look. Aries, the unpleasantness that you are dealing with, that is something for you to make sure it's ingrained into your skin. So therefore it is on almost a reflective, reflex, like a reflex, not reflective, reflex, that you don't even need any thought to go into this when these circumstances arise in the future, Aries. It's just going to turn into like animal instinct. You know, Aries, sometimes when you smell something, you don't need to eat it to go and say, I can't digest that. Or you don't need to walk down something when you can tell that, like, you know, something funky is happening. No, you just ignore. We walk, right? We don't really think about one step going upon another, and when we run, we don't necessarily think about the mechanics of our running, and all, you know, the muscular and nerve ending, etc., coordination that goes on. We just do it on instinct, like blinking. And something about the unpleasantness that you're in, that's putting you on reflex. But don't lose faith, Aries. I am going to say that whatever you're in, that's going to serve you in some way in the future. I don't know whether it's the types, the situations, just the mere whiffs of something relating to what you're in, but that's going to be beneficial for you in the future. Maybe too, Aries, let me say this one thing more. Something to anticipate for you, for whatever you'd like to move on from, but you still have to deal with. Aries, I wonder if you didn't quite go through this circumstance before, or like you are now, would you have given them grace? Because Aries, all of this is very strong energy, very positive energy. Aries, you could be seeing something that necessarily you would not entertain or honor or engage with, but other people would. And you could be there like you could have empathy. Be there like, well, I could see the joy and beauty and blah, blah, whatever, positivity in life. And you could give almost like a pass. Maybe even it's a pass, Aries, for you to give eye contact and acknowledge and go hello. Treat them like human beings. And Aries, maybe you're in this circumstances, this situation, because the people who you meet in the future who have an aura similar to whatever this is, Aries, you're not supposed to go and give them the time of day. You're not supposed to have empathy or sympathy or so forth for people who are in circumstances of what you dislike, what you are disliking. The grace that you would have given them before, this is to ensure, Aries, that you completely avoid it in the future. Because I think, Aries, if you were able to move on, especially as I said, in this very strong energy, very strong fiery energy, very strong positive energy, I think, Aries, you would be a lot more generous than you ought to be to people engaging in circumstances similar to what you'd like to get out of. Something to think about, Aries. Anyway, Aries, continue, okay? Just because things are not working out right now doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. Thank you for the like. But definitely, Aries, this is meant to completely revile you, revolt you for whatever nuances could appear in the future similar to this. All right, let's go on to the next sign. That would be Sagittarius. Thank you for the like. That would be a Sagittarius sun, moon, rising. Sagittarius, 12th house. Sagittarius, 8th house. Sagittarius. Something to anticipate for the Sagittarius collective. I have 5 of Wands, Sagittarius, 9 of Wands, Sagittarius energy. This is being sucked into something, Aries. Excuse me, Sagittarius. It's like all the fire signs. We have Leo and Sagittarius energy up here. Sagittarius is like being sucked into something. I don't know if you're being pulled into it, if you feel like you have to go and you like to step away from it, either pulled or stepped away. But definitely something is like a little vortex here. And you could think in this energy, Sagittarius, that there have been investments being made into the circumstances, and therefore that time investment, that energy investment that has already been put in, Sagittarius, you could feel like a responsibility. You ought to, you should, or should you? All I know is that this is definitely how much deeper to get involved in a situation. Let's find out more, Sagittarius. It's messy though, I'll say that, Sagittarius. Any sort of benefits that are possible, I'm not quite seeing it, Sagittarius, but we'll see. 9 of Wands, 10 of Swords, Knight of Swords. Oh, cut it off, Sagittarius. I don't know what this is. Cut it off, Sagittarius. Something you have been dealing with, something you have been dealing with. Definitely it could be feelings of responsibility and or investment already placed in there. Sagittarius, you're not going to get anything beneficial from continuing to entertain whatever has been already entertained, Sagittarius. Now you already got plenty of signs, Sagittarius, to cut it off, move on. So do so, Sagittarius. I have very strong Gemini energy. Sagittarius, we have just moved out of Sagittarius, out of Gemini season. We're actually at the start of summer solstice today. Sagittarius, the half point of the year, the longest day of the year is about to begin. Well, it has begun. Was it begun for like 5 hours? Anyway, yeah, Sagittarius, you've already gotten signs. There's no further mediation you can do to rectify the situation. It's not worth it, Sagittarius. Disengage and move forward, Sagittarius. You may think, perhaps, Sagittarius, that circumstances or the situation could be rebuilt, could be solved, could be healed. And this energy, Sagittarius, speaks a little bit of that's already been done before. Maybe they've been done in grand motions, Sagittarius, as in actually leaving and coming back. Sagittarius, maybe they've been done in small actions like an apology or an acknowledgement. A simple one. But either way, Sagittarius, not worth it. Let go. You could very easily be dealing with somebody with a lot of air here as well with this energy. But this is basically asking you, Sagittarius, to call up upon your better judgment and understand, Sagittarius, this is wasting your time and your energy and your focus when there are better things for you to be doing, Sagittarius, better people for you to be investing in, better circumstances and situations to move towards and into. Okay, Sagittarius, that's something to anticipate for you. Enough. Not worth it, Sagittarius. So many beautiful things out there, Sagittarius, to do, especially Sagittarius, if you have the mobility to do so. And Sagittarius, I think I folded my King of Swords in, but Sagittarius, you do have the mobility to do so. Other energies coming in here, Sagittarius. Well, we have all the air signs. We also have some Capricorn, Scorpio. We have water signs, air signs, and I'm going to say some Capricorn. Thank you for the like. All right, let's go on to Leo. That would be a Leo sun, a Leo moon, a Leo, oh, thank you for the like, a Leo rising, Leo 8th house, Leo 12th house. I would imagine a Leo 12th house would be a very strong placement to have. Anyway, let's go and see Leo. Leo, I want to pull, but we're going to hold on to that. I have a 5 of Wands again, Leo, which is Leo energy. 7 of Wands, also Leo energy. A lot of fire here, Leo. Popular, Leo. Not everything is worth your time, Leo. Certainly things are going to be coming towards you, Leo. And you could feel, Leo, or they could have, what is this? Rush, Leo. Is spirit or something else sending a whole bunch of business your way? I don't know who's sending stuff your way. But stuff is definitely coming your way. You've been on the mind, Leo, of some people or some circumstances, some energies. Maybe now, Leo, the floodgate of action, some new action is about to begin for you. You've been on the mind of someone, some intelligence, God, other people. I don't know. We'll see. But all I know is that lots of energy is coming at you. Look at that. Summer should be busy for you, Leo. And also, too, in this energy, Leo, you could feel or they could try to pressure you, Leo, to react immediately. Be reactive. Not much time to think and reflect upon what kind of movements are best for you, what kind of connections are best for you. So, Leo, you need to keep your head. Because a lot of things are going to be coming at you. And not all of them are worth getting involved in. All of them, though, take a lot of energy. That's a lot of energy, Leo. Exhausting. Could be exciting. Could be a little exhausting, too. Okay, let's go and see. I think I read a whole bunch of these, so I need to fold them back. Give me a second on that. So, Seven of Wands with a Page of Wands. You know, a Page of Wands, by the way, Leo, is actually the strongest page you could get. It's a fire out of fire. It's actually like all the other elements, all the other court cards, they are tempered by having the other elements in there: earth, fire, earth, water, air. But this one has nothing to impede it, Leo. It's only nurtured to go forth. It has a lot of energy. One of the most energetic cards you could get, outside of it being a page energy. But as I said, not everything is worth your time. Discernment is what you need, Leo. Be very crafty, Leo, because everything is certainly being crafty around you. Nothing happens necessarily by happenstance, Leo. And everything that happens as well around you, every opportunity, Leo, either there's something you can gain or someone is hoping to gain something from you. So in this energy, Leo, as opportunities are coming towards you, keep that in mind, Leo. What are you gaining? Because they definitely are gaining something from you. And that energy is clarified by the World, King of Wands, Two of Cups. Leo, have discernment with the opportunities that are coming your way. Definitely there is a golden one in between that. I would not say all of them are worth your time and effort. I do say one of them is. And I would say also a key or a clue for you, Leo, is something that doesn't require that much back and forth, that much talk, that much pomp and circumstances to get forward. Leo, for you, the really real opportunities, the golden opportunities, are going to be the ones that don't have much lag time. They're going to have a very fast pickup. If there's any lags that happen afterwards, Leo, those are not your opportunities for you. Continue to move on, because the pace that's here is very much about building the new and establishing relationships, establishing movement. And this is movement that's not a whole bunch of yak, but actually action that results into or that has a result of a tangible gain. I'd also say in this energy too, Leo, if you are interviewing with anything in particular or seeing any particular opportunities, if someone waits like a 2-week lag period, not happening, Leo. Not saying it couldn't go and continue and stretch out, but not happening. Think really fast, like maybe like a day to 3 days, no more than that. Because this cadence should be kept quickly. And I'd also say too, with that energy that we had before, that's something that could extend and stretch out, but not necessarily beneficial for you. So fast-paced energy, fast movement, and gains being made after every interaction. And also too, regular communication. This is building connections, building trust, and understanding how well people work with you, how well you work with them. And you don't do that through necessarily a stop and go type of energy. Anyway, that's something to anticipate for you, Leo. You have something interesting coming up. Make sure you use your discernment. Great things can be built in this energy, but especially with all that air, make sure you have actual tangible things that are being done, just not, some talk and all effort from you, right? Both pushing the wheelbarrow forward type of thing. Not that I ever pushed a wheelbarrow. I think I did once when I was maybe like 6, 5, 7. I think I visited a friend's bunny farm, or they had bunnies. And I just wanted to do it because it looks so much like a farm. But then after a few, like less than a few steps, I was like, this is actually hard. I don't need to do this. Anyway, let's go on to our next signs. That's going to be air. Let's do Gemini. That'll be a Gemini sun, a Gemini moon, a Gemini rising, a Gemini 8th house, and a Gemini 12th house. So Gemini. Now that Gemini season is over. Oh, no worries, Gemini. Let's go and see. Let's go and see something to anticipate for Gemini. I have the moon. I have strength. Well, first of all, Gemini, something to anticipate for you. Other people aren't really going to be that helpful, Gemini. No use using them as a sounding board, Gemini, for advice or direction, or even who you listen to, Gemini. I would kind of tune out a whole lot of external noise and really think about you. Are these all 8s? They are. Gemini. Well, with 8s, you can think about them as the numerical value and vibration of fate, of destiny, things outside of your control. Well, there are things in your control, I would say here with strength, but also things external to you. Gemini is almost like, how much grace do you display under pressure? How well do you handle yourself, Gemini, when the only thing that you're in control of is yourself? Because Gemini, the environment around you is fluctuating like crazy. And in this energy, Gemini, the only thing you can control is yourself, your actions, your words. I can't even really say your feelings too, because It's like with Eight of Wands and Moon, you know, things are coming to sort of try and trigger you. They will elicit a response for you. So first of all, I want to say here in this energy, Gemini, keep that in mind, something to anticipate for you. You may not be able to control the circumstances, but you can control your actions. Maybe you can't necessarily even control your feelings, but you can control how you work through those emotions, acknowledge those emotions. Thank you for the likes. Move, move. Okay, move, move, little girl. My little cat says hello. She says she wants to show you her little white pants. Yes, I have little white pants, little white shoes, little white toes. She has a little multicolored coat. She says, what are you doing? Oh, no. I don't know what that was, but we're not even going there. What was that? I think she was trying to troll me. Sometimes my cats do troll me. What do you mean sometimes? All the time. My cat, oh, did I just fold that back? I did. I did fold that back, Gemini. I got distracted. Let's bring that back, Gemini. Or if not, then I'll pull a new message for you. One could say that all these things happen for a reason, Gemini. Another part of your reading, as I said, may not be able to control how things, the circumstances around what's happening, but you can control your behavior and your reaction to it. Okay, so we have the moon. Let's go and see what else we have here. So the moon for Gemini. I have a 4 of Pentacles. It feels like 2, but it's just 1. Temperance. And the Tower. And another 8. Gemini, you have some decisions coming up for you. First thing I'm going to say, Gemini, don't react to anything immediately. Don't be an easy book to read, Gemini. The more you can go and keep an unreadable face, unpredictable actions, the better for you, Gemini. Appear neutral, if anything, Gemini. Appear almost like you are agreeing, if anything, Gemini. If you feel like you want to disagree, give yourself the space and the time to have people who are trying to make you jump, that they can't predict where you jump to. So Gemini, you have a little bit of strategy coming up your way. Something, Gemini, for you definitely is ready to trigger. Okay, little one. I'm just going to go and lift her up. Go on. I have these spider plants, and she loves to eat spider plants, but where I had them, they weren't doing well, so I had to move them to another location. And normally she gets spider plants every day. I give her a leaf, but my spider plants have been looking a little poor. I have about 9 of them. That she hasn't got any spider plants for like 2 or 3 weeks. So she's like, surely there's something in all this greenery I can eat. I have lots of plants all over the place. She's acting out for me. Anyway, yeah, the moon here with 4 of Pentacles, Temperance, and Tower. Something's about to pop for you, Gemini. And Gemini, I'm going to say maybe you have been trying to mitigate that circumstance or that situation so that it wouldn't quite come to the head that it is always going to come to. Maybe Gemini too, you have been searching or trying to go and find a way to keep things together until you can remove yourself from that circumstance. But in this energy, I have that you are actually going to be caught up a little bit in that tidal wave of disruption. And you know what, Gemini, it's fun. Because as I said, the environment is one thing, but how you conduct yourself and handle yourself through it is the most important item here. Gemini, I don't know if this is some cosmic test or if other people are going to be watching how you behave to that. But I do know, Gemini, that it's a healthy move for you to be able to have this end, have this blow up and you go off. Maybe it's also making you a stronger individual in the process too, Gemini. That's possible. So I'm just going to say grace under pressure, Gemini, is something to anticipate for you. And understand, Gemini, that what's about to happen or what's going on has nothing to do with you, Gemini. It's just circumstances, and it's other people's circumstances, the environment circumstances, and ultimately their energy cannot nurture you in the way that you need to be. This is a situation you've outgrown, a situation that's not good for you, and a situation, Gemini, that has one more lesson that you will absorb. And as I said, Gemini, just grace. Keep in mind too, Gemini, that the characters surrounding this situation, they have no more future points with you, Gemini, after this. All the more reason to be two-faced with some superficial grace towards them, because you have better things to be doing anyway, Gemini. And as I said, Gemini, make sure they can't read you. That's important, okay? Let's go on to the next air sign. That would be Libra, I think, right? Yeah, because we started off with Gemini. Thank you for the like. So Libra, that would be a Libra sun, a Libra moon, a Libra rising, a Libra 8th house, a Libra 12th house. All right, Libra. Something to anticipate. 2 of Swords is Libra energy. 4 of Swords is Libra energy. Whole bunch of Libra here. I do have some, Aquarius and Leo energy coming up here. Maybe you're dealing with one of those, Libra. You know what this energy is too, Libra? A whole bunch of people fighting for their place, fighting for their dreams. Maybe a little bit of cannibalization going on there, Libra, which I see, though, does not apply or you do not participate in. But people are crazier than they appear, Libra. I'm going to say that as well overall in this energy. So be aware of that. And also be aware in this energy, Libra, I don't know quite what is about to could be around you right now, what is about to come towards you. I say be about you right now because this is also surface appearances, surface level. Just because something is calm, it appears calm, Libra, doesn't mean it is. There's something on. My cat is here again. There is something going on here, Libra, on deeper levels. And I want you, Libra, not to be surprised about what others will do for success. Because in this energy, success is taking the paramount place, Libra. As my cat says, here I am, I'm in my place. I don't know, the crowd around you, the people around you, the supervisors around you, the aggressive people around you, or people who are acting in a more active way, people who are striving around you, something around that energy, Libra, so keep it in mind. Some people will do anything, Libra, for success, especially if it's the opportunities that they've been waiting for. Don't be surprised by how people move when they feel that they can move towards a benefit. Anyway, 4 of Swords is our primary energy. Thank you for the like. 4 of Swords, I have Hanged Man. 9 of Wands and the Devil. Libra, I'd be, first of all, very, very, very cautious about any sort of opportunities coming your way. I see you, little one. She's like, all right, maybe she wants to be fed. We'll feed her afterwards. One more sign. I love that cat. She's like, I feel she's my, I don't know, just a part of me. Something about her just makes me feel a certain way. I found her, by the way, if anyone's thinking about, oh, you know, maybe you need something or someone. I found her in the side of a river that was bordering a used car parts lot. There were like tires and bits of cars all over the place. It was like an auto junkyard that people just dumped auto parts in, or the person who owned the property just dumped car parts in. There were Canadian geese and car parts and weeds. And I saw her buy some geese, little tiny thing. And I went and I got her. And then she crawled into these tires, a whole bunch of tires. And there were these big spiders, and I hate spiders. And I saw her, and she was just moving so beautifully, and she was so curious about the world, little tiny kitten. She was skinny, and I think there was something wrong with her eyes. Like all the signs of when you shouldn't adopt a healthy, you know, like how to pick up a healthy kitten or puppy, and they say like no eye goo, no like you know, anus problems, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like she had no extended belly. She had all those things. And I just thought she was such a beautiful soul with her curiosity and the sunlight. And I just dove after her, even with all the spiders and this and that. And I'm not like necessarily, you know, diving into junk and this and that and snakes and whatnot. But I went and I got her. That's how I got her. I wasn't expecting her. Anyway, so Libra, just saying that as well, since she came to go and grace us with her little feet and pants. Libra, with the people who are coming to engage you, it could be in this energy too, Libra. I don't know what you're looking for or what you are engaging in. It could be business figure, it could be someone who's coming to invest. To Pentacles energy. Libra, I leave it up to you as a collective reading to think about. I will also say with a King of Pentacles, much as I was speaking before with one of those signs. We had a page of wands being the strongest of the wands suite. A king of pentacles is the strongest of the king suite as it's earth out of earth. Nothing to impede however, this is coming towards you, Libra. Someone in this energy, someone who already has and can acquire more, Libra, is having their sight set on you. So think about that. Think about that too, Libra, in the energy that I have pulled. Hangman, 9 of Wands, and Devil. Any offers that are being made to you, Libra, reflect on it very carefully, because Libra, there's more going on than the surface level. I will also say this too, Libra, that first part of the reading that I gave you, when I was looking at the initial first pulls about don't be surprised about what other people would do for success. This is also in the energy, Libra. Somebody makes you an offer, and then as soon as they can, Libra, they cut you out or they do you dirty in some way. Some way that you could be thinking too, Libra, well, gee, I did all that or I gave all that, and I don't know, this is being done dirty. Someone's trying to do dirty. Someone's approaching you, Libra, with a good offer. This person, Libra, makes it seem like they can do it. They have an excellent veneer of success, an excellent veneer of trust. And Libra, you're being asked to look beyond the surface level, because something about that can benefit you on the short term, Libra. On the short term, there is benefits here. On the long term, be careful, because you're dealing with somebody who's only out for themselves. Could be a group in this energy, could be one person, but it's a vibration. So be careful, Libra. That's something to anticipate for you. Something's coming to you, will look fantastic, should be fantastic. The person should be fantastic, but underneath, Libra, could be the person, could be the organization, could be the group. I leave it up to you. They will undercut you in a second, as soon as they can. They're all about themselves. Energies, Libra. Well, I have some Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Pisces. Forgot what those other cards were. I think I had Aquarius in there. You could take them back and see. All right, so that's something to anticipate for you, Libra. I'm going to say short-term beneficial, long-term watch out, and be aware that other people have been screwed by that situation. Right, this person is, or that this person, this collective, whatever that King of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, etc., could be, Libra. They're used to being vampires, Libra. It's not the first time they will attempt to utilize someone. Thank you for the likes. And now our final sign is Aquarius. So, Aquarius. My cat goes, here I am. She is not an Aquarius. I always thought she was a little Taurus, but now I'm kind of forgetting when I actually picked her up. Maybe she's a Cancer and Gemini, who knows? Okay, little girl, let's move. Unless you want to admire her pretty calico coat. I have to admit, before I had calicos, I didn't actually think a calico coat was pretty. And now I'm crushed that I ever thought that, but at one point I was blind like that. Okay. You want to say hi? She says, I want to say hi. That's what she says. She says, I'm going to say hi. Can you say hi? She says, hi, Aquarius. She says, Aquarius, I came to sit. Your reading, Aquarius, is Little white feeties. Little toe beans. If you look at my little mystical face, she's named after the channel, by the way. Or the channel's named after her. This is Aquarius. If you see a kitty, pet it. Okay, that's message number 1. If you see an animal, pet it. Give it a little scratch on the head. And admire its little toe beans. Okay, move, little girl. Okay, you're going to sit here. She's going to sit here. So Aquarius, that'll be an Aquarius sun, an Aquarius moon, an Aquarius rising, an Aquarius 8th house, an Aquarius 12th house. Something to anticipate for Aquarius on summer solstice, no less, Aquarius. Ace of Wands, summer solstice is good for you, Aquarius. Maybe it's well-deserved for you, Aquarius. Maybe, Aquarius, you have been working your resources to the best of your ability, and Aquarius, haven't been really that satisfied with the results of it. Whatever your resources are, Aquarius, these could be people around you. This could be family around you, Aquarius. Maybe family has disappointed you. Maybe work has disappointed you. I don't know who that Queen of Pentacles is, and strength here. But this definitely is, Aquarius, social energy. And social energy, Aquarius, that you have invested a lot into. And you invested a lot into in the hopes that it would be beneficial and pay off. Where exactly has that led to? You've been waiting to go and see. Well, Aquarius, your efforts have been good, great. Maybe it took a little bit of time, Aquarius, for the results that you have been desiring to see to come to light. But Aquarius, those results are coming. You have done good work and good faith, Aquarius. Energies is a bit all over here, Aquarius. So I'm not really going to call out any signs. We do have some Scorpio here. Well, maybe, I guess I could. I have Leo, Capricorn, Virgo with some strong Scorpio. Actually, I have strong Capricorn and strong Scorpio. Some Aries. But more than anything, as I said, Aquarius, you've been investing into something with a social component, hoping that it would pay off, and I see it paying off. Whoever you have charmed, Aquarius, you have charmed well. So we have Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands. I get a 9 of Wands. I have some cards that want to fall out. 3 cards. Maybe I'll just hold on to them, Aquarius. And I'll pull one more. Wheel of Fortune, bottom of the deck energy. A King of Cups. So let's see, we have a King of Cups. I have 4 cards here. I have 7 of Wands, Lovers, Death, 5. Oh. Okay, Aquarius, this could be a little Pacific. Something to anticipate for you. This pull that I have right here, Aquarius, is speaks a lot of a past person. And A past person doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. I'm going to say in this energy, this could be a family member, this could be a close friend, right? It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be platonic. It could be someone in your family unit. But I see a past person coming back to you, a past person who you had affinity with. That's really the key word here, Aquarius. There's been affinity here. Also to what is important to you or how you see the world, what you strive for in the world. Here's a person, Aquarius, that also sort of mirrors that. Maybe not exactly, but they mirror that. There's affinity there to what's important to you, what's important to them, what you want in the world, what you both want in the world and want to achieve. There's been a drop-off in communication, in connection. So for some of you, Aquarius, chapter 2 is beginning. Chapter 2 could begin for you. I don't really like those types of messages, Aquarius, although they do come up. This is all like being able to get a redo. If it's not a redo with that same type of person, Aquarius, and this is a redo in those same sort of circumstances, something, Aquarius, that was started before hasn't fully played out, Aquarius, for you to move on, or for the energy around you, the circumstance around you, not to reappear. Like a whale, Aquarius, surfacing for air. Like a hamster, Aquarius, making another rotation on that hamster wheel. This is a repeat. That's something to anticipate for you. Aquarius, signs I have here. Actually, my signs are all over the place still. I have a wide array of signs. Actually, Scorpio energy still stands out. I also have, I'm going to say Scorpio is the strongest. And then I have a collection, like a whole potpourri of energies. I have a Leo, Gemini, Taurus, Sagittarius, Aries, Pisces. Strongest would be Scorpio, but here's something that's coming back again. It really seems like the type of person coming back again, or that person coming back again, could be just similar circumstances, but it feels like too, for a good portion of you, it's going to be someone who you recognize and has a name that you know. And who occasionally has been on your mind. Occasionally you've been on theirs. Okay, something still has yet to be played out. As I said, I don't really like those types of messages. I don't go for those types of messages, but that's what I have for you today. Aquarius, that's something to anticipate for you. Something is unfinished, Aquarius, between you and another. And you and that other, Aquarius, you really do operate in a similar way. You may be different people, you may have different motivations, you may even have slightly different values, but the core of what you want and the core of what you value and the core of how you operate, all that is the same, Aquarius. I'm not going to go as far as to say this is a twin flame type of connection or anything of that nature, or a soulmate connection. I feel that's not what these readings are about, right? They don't quite go into that. Something to anticipate, 12th house, 8th house, moon energy readings. But you definitely have the same type of soul dust. I'll say that. That's something to anticipate. All righty. Well, those are my messages. Thank you so much for the likes. surprising how when I switched over to the other network, things just improved. I have 4 networks I can choose from. And I feel like all of them have, like, I don't know, their weirdness, weird traits to them. I've given up on it. Like two steps away from saying it's just an audio broadcast. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for your time. I don't think I'm going to be offering any personal readings on here, so this is just this collective reading for right now. And in the future, if you're watching for these collective readings, the main reading is always at the beginning. So just go off to the beginning. And if you see anyone else who's wondering, let them know. I'll leave this up for a little bit of time. And until the next time, thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you for the hearts. I see I have a couple questions. Hello. Hello, Tanya. Tanya. Hello. And hello, Rudy. Hello, Kayla. Oh, Becky. I spent, Becky, over a year or about a year at an ashram where I was actually hexed by people in their 70s and 80s, much older than me. And they also sent weird people over to me to try and do lousy things. It was a cult. You know, I kind of have seen a whole lot and been through a whole lot. And I've also seen other types of people in their mystical whatnots. Some Orthodox, a whole bunch of different groups. And I do think ultimately it does come down to the strength of the person themselves who's doing it. Even if you do collect certain things like a person's hair or use maxi pads. If anyone is curious or if they feel like they have been hexed in some way, feel free to email me. My email is on the channel, my channel page. And for a fee, we could work together. I would say it sort of depends upon what you want. If you want something strong, we could work together. I'll put it that way. Anyway, overall, I believe in going positive until we cannot go positive anymore. You know, there's so much beauty in the world. And there's so much beauty that life does offer. And it's a shame not to go and tap into that every chance we can. And that's probably too so much better that life could be. And the fact that there are still low-level elements that go into it You know why? I actually feel that way too about drug use, substance abuse. You know, I think it's a shame when we rely on crutches. Hello? I think it's a shame that we rely on crutches to get through our day or make ourselves feel more positive, when really facing reality and all of its ugliness and beauty is something we should strive to do. It's part of the experience of being human. Anyway, that's what my little kitty does. He says, I don't like mint. I can't enjoy mint. Because I'll still sniff. So I will sniff, but it's not preferable. I have 3 types of mint. I have peppermint, I have orange mint, and I have chocolate mint. And nobody likes my mint. Why? Like, nobody wants to use my mint. Nobody wants to make tea with my mint. No one wants to cook with my mint. If you donate $33, you can do that either through Cash App, Buy Me a Coffee, a Super Chat. Super Chat, you may have to do that through using the dollars and the 20s and the 10s. I don't know. But you can combine it together to get $33. But yes, for personal readings, I ask that you show a token of appreciation for my time and energy to do something that will benefit that one person that is you. Anyway, you can think about it, Paul, if you're interested. You can email me as I'm going off to do other things. Anyway, if anyone wants to go and send over a tip, tips are always appreciated. I believe each reading here that I do collectively probably is between 3 to 5 cents. So you can think about it this way. It's not the amount, because obviously I'm doing this for nothing, but it's a gesture that's appreciated. Even if it's a few cents yourself, if you want to donate like 3 cents, that's great. Cash App. Okay, so my Cash App, one moment. Let me go and it's on my channel page too. Let's see. My Cash App is okay, so that Cash App is there on the second to last line. So I will wait and let me know when you're done. Okay. One moment. So, Paulo, can you put in $23 more? Because it's $33 for a reading. Well, just put in a little bit more, Paulo, and I'll give you a very nice reading. Put in 23 more, and I will give you a very nice reading, and we'll explore whatever question you have. So put that, and we will give you a very nice reading. So no worries. When would you like to go and send the remainder? So email me. Okay. Let me. Okay. My email is this. No, thank you, Paul. So here's my email. Okay, so email me and let me know when you're ready to go and put in the other 23, and I'll give you a very nice reading, Paulo. We'll explore any question you have. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, I'll remember you. Just put Paulo. I mean, I remember you. So no worries about that. I have a very good memory. Okay, thank you.